1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has appreciated all relevant authorities for making efforts to restore essential services in flood-affected areas across the country. Minister for Planning says the government will leave no stone unturned to bring normalcy back in the lives of flood-hit people of the country. Chairman NDMA, lauding the international response to the UN flash appeal for flood affectees, has said that 29 relief goods flights have reached Pakistan over the last 4 days. AllPartySura Conference has urged the international community, particularly the United Nations, to hold India accountable for massive human rights violations and war crimes in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Palestine has urged the United States to take its important role in stopping the unilateral Israeli measures, especially killing of innocent people and destroying buildings in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. In Asia Cup cricket tournament, first match of Super 4 phase is being played between Sri Lanka and Afghanistan at Sharjah today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has appreciated all the relevant authorities for making efforts to restore the essential services in the flood-affected areas across country. In a tweet today, Prime Minister said that despite the heaviest odds, all concerned departments, including National Highway Authority, Power Distribution and Supply Companies, Pakistan Telecommunication Authority and other federal departments have done amazing work by largely rehabilitated the damaged infrastructure. Shehbaz Sharif said a massive national effort is underway to restore essential services in the flood-hit areas. In another tweet, Shehbaz Sharif said floods inflicted a serious damage on power system in Sindh, Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has assured Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah of all-out support of federal government in the relief and rehabilitation efforts of flood-affected people. During a telephonic conversation, the Prime Minister stressed that no efforts should be spared to support the flood victims and also appreciated efforts of Sindh Chief Minister and provincial government in the relief and rehabilitation activities. Minister for Planning and Development Ahsan Iqbal says the government will leave no stone unturned to bring normalcy back in the lives of flood-affected people of the country. Briefing the media persons at National Flood Response and Coordination Centre in Islamabad today, he also made a fervent appeal to the international community, countrymen and expatriate Pakistanis to help Pakistan in this hour of need. Ahsan Iqbal said Pakistan is facing a massive climatic disaster and human tragedy which is an outcome of environmental degradation. He further said government or any institution cannot single-handedly overcome this tragedy, saying the entire nation will have to get united to steer the country out of this challenge. Ahsan Iqbal also briefed the media about the rehabilitation of critical and damaged infrastructure of roads, power and telecommunication sectors. Giving the latest updates, Chairman NDMA Lieutenant General Akhtar Nawaz said calamity has so far killed 1,265 people and injured more than 1,200. He further said rescue and relief operation is continuing in flood-affected areas. Chairman NDMA said there has been a good international response to the UN flash appeal for the assistance of flood-affected people. He said 29 relief goods flights have been received over the last 4 days. These included 10 from Turkey, 11 from UAE, 4 from China, 2 from Qatar, and 1 each from Uzbekistan and France. Briefing media about the rescue and relief activities by Armed Forces Director General ISPR Major General Babar Iftikhar said that they are engaged in the rescue and relief efforts over the last 2 months. He said Pakistan Army has established 147 relief camps wherein relief has been provided to 50,000 flood victims. He said 83,000 victims have been provided with free medical treatment in 250 medical camps. Major General Zafar Iqbal said a National Flood Response and Coordination Centre has been established within an aim to ensure a coordinated response to calamity and that the relief reaches every affected family. Pakistan ambassador to China, Moinul Haq, says that China is a role model for international operation and global community should follow China's example and make concerted efforts for greater international economic cooperation and regional connectivity. Addressing a conference in Beijing, the ambassador said Beijing's development is injecting new impetus into the local economy, easing capital inflows and foreign investment into spurred industry and innovation. He said China is Pakistan's largest trading partner and we are making our bilateral trade double by using China-Pakistan Free Trade Agreement. Ambassador Moinul Haq said China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the flagship project of Belt and Road Initiative, provided another useful platform for concrete and mutually beneficial cooperation. In continuation of Humanitarian Air Bridge established between Pakistan and United Arab Emirates, Pakistan received the 12th relief flight at Noor Khan Air Base today. It carried food, medical supplies and tents, etc. for relief assistances. The second humanitarian relief flight from UAE is expected at Noor Khan Air Base around 19:30 hours tonight. Pakistan is thankful to the government and the people of UAE for showing solidarity and valuable support in this time of unprecedented crisis. This is Radio Pakistan. The AllPartySura Conference has urged the international community, particularly the United Nations, to hold India accountable for grave human rights violations and war crimes being perpetrated by its troops in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement issued in Srinagar, the AllPartySura Conference spokesperson maintained that Modi-led fascist Indian government, after repealing the special status of Kashmir on August 5, 2019, has virtually turned it into an open air prison where all the basic rights and freedoms of the people have been usurped. He said killings, arrests, torture and other atrocities during house raids and cordon and search operations by Indian troops on a daily basis have made the life of the Kashmiri people a hell. Palestine has urged the United States to take its important role in stopping the unilateral Israeli measures, especially killing of innocent people and destroying buildings in territories mainly in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. This was stated by Secretary General of Executive Committee of the Palestine Liberation Organization, Hussein al-Sheikh, during his meeting with Barbara Leaf, the visiting U.S. Assistant Secretary for Eastern Affairs in Ramallah. United Nations has announced the appointment of Rosa Otunbayeva of Kyrgyzstan as new special representative and head of the UN Assistance Mission for Afghanistan. In a statement, the UN Chief's press office said Otunbayeva will succeed Deborah Lyons of Canada, to whom the Secretary General has expressed his gratitude for her dedicated service. He has served as President of Kyrgyz Republic from 2010 to 2011 and on 3 occasions as Foreign Minister, having professional experience in leadership, diplomacy, civic engagement and international cooperation. Sri Lanka's former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who fled abroad after mass protests in July, has returned to the country. According to media persons and reports, Mr. Rajapaksa had been staying in Thailand on a temporary visa and flew back home via Singapore. Sri Lankans blame his government for the worst economic crisis in history, as a collapse in foreign currency led to dire shortages of food and fuel. In Somalia, militants belonging to Al-Shabaab group killed 18 civilians and destroyed trucks laden with relief food in an attack in the Hiran area in Harshabil state today. In Super 4 phase of Asia Cup cricket tournament, Sri Lanka will take on Afghanistan at Sharjah today. The match will start at 7 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. The second match of the Super 4 phase will be played between Pakistan and India at Dubai tomorrow. The match will start at 7 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind and thunder shower is expected in Kashmir, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Punjab and Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News.